morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I have been wanting to vlog for so long, but life has just been so busy. But thanks for joining me on another vlog. It is Sunday, it's almost 11 o'clock. Me and Sheldon only woke up at like 9, which is so late for us. Like, yeah, that is so late because we went to bed at like 1 o'clock last night, which is also so late for me because my bedtime is usually like 10. Feeling a bit groggy, I'm feeling quite tired, I'm not gonna lie, but it is the 5th of June. It's the end of the Under Armour All Out Mile. I'm committed. I have to go run my best mile now, and I'm super excited for it. I'm actually really excited. We're gonna do a warm-up, we're gonna do some dynamic stretches, and then I'm gonna go for it. And Sheldon's also gonna do his mile. After that, I wanna take you guys along. I'm starting a 6-week fat loss phase. It's gonna be an interesting 6 weeks. I am like super determined. I actually already started on Wednesday, and I'm already seeing my weight slowly trend down, which is so amazing. Because I've just been nailing the basics, literally. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's first go for a run. It's definitely a beautiful day to start running. Sheldon has his earphones in, so he's not talking to me. So I'll just talk to you guys. We are doing a walk to just see what the distance is and see how we need to run, or where do we need to run, and then we're gonna jog back, then do some dynamic warm-up stretching, which is so important before you do any kind of sprint or all-out movement, and then we're gonna go for it. I think my goal is gonna be to get 6:30 or under, but we'll see. My muscle's a bit sore actually. We'll see how it goes. Just gonna have fun and really just focus on giving it my all. So let's go. Say hi. About to start my mile. Nervous because I know it's gonna be so tough. I know I'm gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna want to continue, and I have to push through that uncomfortable feeling, because that is what's gonna make the change. Growth only starts when you feel that uncomfortable feeling. That is when you're actually growing. Let's go, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I just finished. Look, my time was not my best. It was not a PB, it was not even close to what I wanted, but I am so proud of the way I handled this mile. I pushed through, I gave it my best effort even to the end, and that's what I can be so proud of, and I am so proud of myself for pushing through and finishing it strong. So it doesn't matter about what weight you're lifting, what running time you have, what pace you're doing. If you're giving it your absolute best, you can sit down and you can be proud of that, proud of yourself for pushing those limits that you have on yourself. It's not anyone else's limits, it's your limits. So focus on yourself, focus on doing your best, and be proud at the end of the day, just like I am. Oh, can't feel my legs. Oh, but we're gonna walk home, and then Sheldon is gonna give that a go.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. But you did well.
I did.
Well done. We just got back from our run. First thing I'm gonna do is chug water like you cannot believe. And then I actually put some veggies in the air fryer. I've been obsessed with butternut sweet potato pumpkin mix from Woolies. I can't tell you how many times I've had this exact meal that I'm gonna go show you. And it's probably gonna be the weirdest meal because my husband Sheldon keeps like saying, I don't understand how you like this. I love it. And if I love a meal, please let me know in the comments if you're the same. I will freaking have that meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, for like the next 2-3 weeks. I'm obsessed with the meal. And then I'll move on to something else. Like, that's just how I've been for as long as I can remember. So I will show you what I'm gonna eat now for my lunch breakfast. I don't know, we woke up so late, I don't even know what it is, but let me show you. Don't knock it till you try it. This is 500 grams of that mix with 60 grams of avo, some fats, to keep me nice and satisfied, and some carbs for energy and training. Yum! So while I'm here, let's just chat about my in-body assessment. I went last week to get an in-body assessment after like 6 months, just to check like what's happening, because I took a long break off deficits. I literally, I think for 6 weeks or even longer, I think 2 months even, I didn't track. I didn't really weigh my food. I just ate intuitively. I just wanted to be. Just be, not think so much about like everything, and just eat until I'm full, eat when I'm hungry, you know, those things. And that was so good. I needed that break for my mental health, for my relationship with food and everything. But because of that break, I did pick up a couple of kgs of fat, and I lost a little bit of muscle because I was also being a little bit relaxed with my training. That was the wake-up call for me. I was like, hey, I need to get back onto better, healthier habits. Not that I was off track, but I wasn't focusing on, you know, those important healthy habits that make me feel so good. I wanted to give myself a time frame because I've never actually given myself a time frame. So I want to give myself 6 weeks. My goal is to lose 2 kgs of fat in the next 3 weeks and hopefully gain like 100 grams of muscle, but we'll see. So I'm going to do another in-body assessment in 3 weeks time, and yeah, I'm gonna really stay committed. Like, hitting my steps is like one of the main things I'm really focusing on. I wanted to get my 10,000 steps every single day. So if that means a little extra walk at the end of the day or in the morning, then I'm gonna do it. And as well as just like being a little bit uncomfortable. I'm someone who preaches to be outside your comfort zone, but in actual reality, a lot of the time I stick inside my comfort zone. I don't like to be uncomfortable. I mean, no one likes to be uncomfortable, but in these 6 weeks, I'm chasing that uncomfortable feeling. You know, I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to be mediocre. So we're really going to hit those goals hard, focus on just being consistent every single day. And it's not even going to be an extreme deficit. It's just about hitting that deficit every day instead of being slack and, you know, kind of being over by 100, 200 calories and then relaxing on the weekend and just not being consistent. So this is all about being consistent for 6 weeks. I'm so excited to see how this goes and show you that just by nailing those basics, you can see huge results. So yeah, I'll chat to you guys after lunch. Outfit of the day. Such a nice, beautiful, hot day. So actually in more summery clothes. We are about to head out for lunch with my dad because it's his birthday soon. So we're gonna go celebrate. I ate before we left because I don't want to get there and be so hungry and just want to eat like everything on the menu. I want to be able to get there and like make a good decision on what I want to eat, you know, based on what my goals are at the moment. Then after that, we're going to go grocery shopping. So I will take you guys along. I'm actually going to make myself another cup of coffee. No, instead of coffee, I'm trying to reduce my caffeine intake. I'm actually going to have a cup of Mana Brew, which is a new product that was given to me that I'm loving. Sheldon's loving. I had my sister try it. She's loving it. There's no caffeine. There's no acidity. It's really nice. It's a really nice drink. So I'm going to rather make that because I'm trying to lessen the caffeine that I have in my body because it does cause stress and I don't want to raise my cortisol levels. I want to just try and make sure that we are maintaining that. Please excuse all the dishes. I did 15 grams of Mana Brew. While that is brewing, I usually warm up a little bit of almond milk and then froth it. And then in my cup, I usually add like 6 grams of honey just for a little sweetness. And then I've also been recently adding this. I'm not on keto or anything, but I don't know, I've just been liking it in my coffee. It makes the coffee like a little bit more milky. And I feel like it adds to the flavor. I haven't actually, I'll be honest, done any research on this product, so don't take my word for it, but it's just something I am trying and I've been enjoying. I've loved all their products so far, Prime Self. Looks like I'm taking coffee on the go. is so good. Babe, you also love this coffee, right?
Yeah.
It's not coffee though. It's like, what would you say it tastes like?
A very nutty tea.
Very nutty tea. It's a little stronger than tea though. It's really good. We're on our way to Speed. We're gonna go out, smash some food, grab some groceries, and then we'll end the vlog with a sit down chat.
Thank you, my darling. Where did you eat? So this the broccoli and as well with the two lambs. Thank you.
I think it's just whole chicken. I don't mind ordering.
Finished off lunch. It was so good. I'm feeling so full. All the veggies in the world. Babe, how was your lunch? Was it good? It was good. On to shopping. We are doing our grocery list before we walk in there. So I thought I would share what we're gonna do. Okay, so you're out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're making soup tonight. Okay, Tuesday. Roast chicken. Don't we have from the freezer?
No, we have chicken breast in the freezer. We have mince.
Can we make pasta? Venison pasta.
Some
So we need mushrooms. We have tomato.
Yeah.
We have pasta.
Yeah. We have onions. We have garlic.
Onions. Do you
We're
want to
good.
put red pepper in there?
No.
Okay.
So we're done.
Okay. Must get breasts, chicken breasts for lunches. And I need a butternut mix. Okay, Wednesday, what are we gonna eat Wednesday?
Roast chicken, roast veg.
Okay, we good?
Yep.
Cool. Freaking favorite. Oh, this is amazing. Not for you, Judes. Not for you. Okay, go lie down. Go lie down. Come sit. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. It's Monday. I have chosen to sit here because it's just so nice in the sun. I just had my breakfast. I'm just enjoying the sunlight. So I apologize for the background. I haven't painted my bedroom walls. They still need to be painted. I haven't decided on a color yet, so that's why it's a little bit of a mess. But today we are sitting down. I'm going to answer a few questions that I got on my Instagram about this cut and just give you an idea of what my strategy is going into these 6 weeks. So I gave myself a time frame of 6 weeks because I like the fact that there's a time frame that I'm going to be super focused in, and then I know that after 6 weeks, I'm going to take a breather again, possibly take a little bit of a diet break, and then reassess what my goals are from there. The absolute key to 6-week fat loss for me is making it sustainable. Now, what's sustainable for me might not be sustainable for you. So you need to take what I do and see if it works for you. And that's something you need to be doing with everyone you see on Instagram, on YouTube. No matter their qualifications, you have to test it on yourself. In these 6 weeks, I have a few things that I'm really focusing on. And the first thing is getting my steps in. The reason I'm so focused on that is when I'm focusing on a little goal like that, for me, it's a little goal because naturally I do get a lot of steps. When I'm focusing on the goal, it kind of helps me to focus on everything else. And when I reach that goal every single day, it really makes me feel accomplished and feel like, yes, I'm being consistent, I'm doing what I said I would do. And it just gives me that feeling of success. 10,000 steps every single day. That means I do have to be a little bit more mindful. I need to do a walk in the morning and possibly go for a walk a little bit later. I'm talking like a 10-15 minute walk because, as I said, I do naturally get a lot of steps during the day. The second thing is being intentional with my workouts and actually going in there, having a plan, and giving that the intensity that it needs in order to grow muscle. I have definitely been slacking over the last couple of months, but I'm stopping with that. I am like coming in with a game plan. I'm gonna smash my workouts and hopefully reach my performance goals this month. I have a few things that I've been working on, so I'm super determined to reach those goals. The third thing is making sure my water intake is up, and so that means I am filling a water bottle every single day, making sure that I drink that full water bottle. I think it's a 1.5 liter water bottle, as well as other water throughout the day. And lastly, there is a moderate deficit that I am trying to hit, as well as my protein intake. So my deficit is moderate. It is not an extreme deficit. I don't want to be getting any negative metabolism effects. I don't want to be sabotaging my muscle mass gains. I don't want to be feeling super hungry during the day, and I also want to make sure that I am fueling my body. I am currently hitting about 1,700 calories in a day. I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway to like 1,750, and that is something that I'm really focused on hitting consistently, not just for 3 days and then being like whatever and eating like a crazy amount of food. I'm really hitting that consistently, and because it's a very small deficit for me, I feel like it is sustainable and something that I can continue with throughout the 6 weeks. If I notice that in 2 weeks' time I'm not really seeing the weight trend down, then I will be decreasing that ever so slightly to maybe 50 calories or so. But after that, I will not be decreasing my calories anymore because I am quite an active person. And again, I don't want to be going into any extreme deficit. If after that, I still see my weight has plateaued or hasn't really been trending down anymore, I will have to look at increasing my energy output through exercise, more walks, that kind of thing, or possibly changing my macros around and eating a little bit more protein because your body does burn a little bit more calories digesting protein. So those are the things that I will be focusing on in these 6 weeks. I'm so excited to do some check-ins and see in 3 weeks' time how all of this has helped me and how much progress I've actually made. And I really am determined to prove to you guys that you don't have to do any extremes, that you just have to work on nailing the basics, and you can see so much progress through doing that. So I'm super excited to take you guys along with me on this journey. If you're excited with me, please comment below. I'd love to see the support, and I will be doing a vlog every single week to update you on how things are going. So I just had to check on what the questions were about my cut. A lot of questions were on what foods I'm gonna eat and some mindset strategies I'm gonna use. So let's talk about foods. I have gone through a long fitness journey, starting in school when I just wanted to be skinny. And I just wanted to be like the Victoria's Secret models. That was like my main goal. So I used to do some extreme crazy things like water fasts for 3 days and juice cleanses and only eating fruit for a couple of days and just like craziness. But during that craziness, I started cutting out like a lot of fast food and high processed foods because I was scared of it. I thought it was actually fattening food, where now I know there's no one single food that makes you fat. So now I know better. But in that process, because I cut out a lot of foods, I had a lot more sensitivity now to those foods. So I cut out fast foods, I cut out McDonald's, I cut out a lot of stuff. And then when I tried to eat them again, I felt absolutely terrible. So I haven't actually had fast food in probably 10 years. I think, I would say about 10 years. I used to eat fast food every single week, every weekend. And once I cut it out and I tried to go back to it, I feel so terrible on those foods that it's a no-go for me. I will not eat those foods because they make me feel so bad. I am someone who predominantly eats whole foods. I love roast veggies and roast chicken and stews and rice. Like, I love those foods. My body thrives off those foods. I feel so great in my digestion, in my energy. in everything. So that is majority of what I'll be eating in these 6 weeks is whole foods, foods that are gonna make me feel good and full and satisfied. I'm gonna make sure that I'm eating fats because that really makes me satisfied. If I cut out my fats unintentionally, I do find I get hungrier. So making sure I'm eating avos, olive oil, having lots of veggies, having lots of protein. I really love venison. I really love chicken. Every now and again I'll have some steak, but it's not very I don't really like eating that very regularly. A lot of whole foods. I really am just trying to also eat like at least 2 salads a week because that's something I've loved and I've forgotten about, like I haven't eaten in a while. So making really big salads full of veggies, having lots of fruits. I love fruits, having oranges, bananas, apples as a snack, drinking lots of water. Those are what foods I'm going to mainly be eating in these 6 weeks. And when I feel like chocolate or when I feel like brownies or whatever, I'll probably bake my own or just head to the shops and have. I'm not restricting myself on anything. I'm not going to say no that I can't eat certain foods. I'm just rather choosing foods that I personally thrive off of. So sticking to whole foods and then mindset strategies going in. I know that not every day is going to be perfect. I know there's going to be days where I can't meet my step goal. I maybe haven't drunk a lot of water. I maybe feel really, really hungry. So maybe I've doubled my calories for the day. That's going to happen and it's okay. I'm already prepared for those days. They're not failures. They're just part of life. So I'm already saying to myself, look, it's okay if I have a few days here and there throughout these 6 weeks. It's all right. We are going to wake up each morning and start fresh. I really hope that these little chats help. As I said, all the support would be much appreciated. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's do these 6 weeks together. See you guys in the next one.